Alright, time for another video, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, the Great One, has had the worst weekend of his career at Coda. So I should probably address it. Now, alright, the car is bad. Let's get that out the way first. Oh my days. Let's get this car out the way first. This Mercedes car. Because people are gonna argue that it is one Grand Prix or whatever. This Mercedes car won Grand Prix where? Silverstone and Spa. Now, if you win at Spa, your car should be able to win at at a few Grand Prix. If you win at Spa and Silverstone, I understand there's weather at Silverstone. There was no weather at Spa. If your car's able to win at Spa, you should probably be good at codes. Should have probably done what Ferrari done. No, I get it. There's upgrades and all of this. Well, some teams the upgrades land and other teams the upgrades don't. I get all of that. But that's not what's really happening. Right. I get it, there was a vibe change. When I said there was a bit of the fixins around that Silverstone win. Right. I get it, there was a vibe change. But look, this car is markedly bad. Markedly, even the Spa win, there's a bit of the fixins about that. And what do I mean by the fixins? I mean that the occult game board is turning over. Some benefactor is bought, probably someone related to the Patronus thing, an association with Patronus or affiliated to Patronus. Someone bought results for Mercedes, and FOM probably bought the Silverstone result, but someone bought results for Mercedes, and so the car peaked because the dials got turned up. And the dials got turned back to zero as we come to, well, maybe into the negatives. But maybe into the negatives now. But look, things were engineered for that win. Look at the car. The car is throwing itself off sick. Look at the car. What was that? That turn 3 complex? It's modeled after Magus, but I get it. There's a fuck off huge bump over there. I get all of that. I didn't see any of the other cars doing what the Mercedes was doing over there, though. You would think a car that won at Silverstone would be good through the corner complex that's aping Maggots and Beckett's. You would think it would be good there. Well, why isn't it? It's not the bump, really. It's because that Mercedes car was never good. That Mercedes car was never good at any point in the season. All that happened was that someone bought a results. Bought some results, I should say. They bought a performance package from Mercedes during a period of the season. Now someone might do so again, who knows? Brazil, something might happen as always. But otherwise, that car is terrible. You got the film now. Now you got the film. This is why I said I was actually impressed with George Russell despite whatever fuckery is going on at Mercedes this season. I'm actually impressed with George Russell. Because that car is what it is. that car is what it is, and he is doing what he's doing in that car. It's not on the level of the Great One, but how could it be? Now, I'll be one of the first ones to tell you that Mercedes will very likely drop a cruise missile on the grid next season, and they'll have a rocket of a car. I'll be the first one to tell you that. But right now it's not. Right now it's not. And the car side, Sir Lewis Hamilton has just driven poorly over the weekend. Real poorly. And I'm tired of the tires. The tires thing. You gotta stop. Doing the chatter about the tires, man. Then it's a bit much now. It's a bit much. You can say that the car is just shit. It's not the tires. Other men them are making the tires work. It's okay. Oh, it's okay. Oh, who knows? Is Sir Lewis Hamilton contracted to not say the car is shit? Who knows? I suppose can't swear now because the radio chatter issue. Oh well. Oh well. You could say it. You could say it without the cuss words, I suppose. But all that aside, he's driven poorly. He's driven poorly over the weekend. It's a sprint weekend, so it's whatever. No doubt Mercedes didn't have time to dial in a real setup, or a faux setup, I suppose. Let me call it. But they didn't have time to dial in a faux setup for Sir Lewis Hamilton because it's just one practice session. Of course, you get to Breach Park for May on day two, but still just one practice session, really. The race could be a sprint race, could be a practice session if you want it to be, but you would have to be Sauber to actually do that. Sauber with Audi coming in, yeah, you'd have to know Big Daddy Audi are coming in to do that. But otherwise, I'm actually quite glad things are ending the way they are with Mercedes. I'm actually quite glad because, well, one, the media cycle would be unbearable if Mercedes were in the position McLaren are in, for instance, with their car. Media cycle would be unbearable. Although the drivers Mercedes have, it'd be in a markedly better position. But media cycle would really be unbearable. Imagine it. Oh, so Lewis Hamilton's made the wrong decision going to Ferrari. Look at Mercedes are in the title challenge right now. Rah, 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 rah. Everyone would be having a podcast about it weekly. Be a weekly topic on all the podcasts. Oh, has Sir Lewis Hamilton made a mistake going to Ferrari? Episode number fucking 20. Which, how many weeks into the year are we now? Fucking 26 or whatever. Can you imagine? It would be unbearable, man. It would be so unbearable. But that's not what we're being given. Instead, this whole Mercedes Ferrari is over. And it's all business now. And so, there should be no regrets. And I'm glad for that. I'm glad that there will be no regrets. There will be no people saying that, oh, you should stay at Mercedes or what have you. People will say, I was saying you should stay at Mercedes. Well, I did want him to stay at Mercedes because I want the film of them sabotaging it. So that we actually know it's a thing. Here they are. Look at them doing the thing. Very next year they produce the car. They probably won't produce the car next year, but 2026 it should be a cruise missile. Although I did just say they'll probably produce the car. I wouldn't be surprised. You see, don't be surprised if they produce the car as soon as Sir Lewis Hamilton gets out of there. Genuinely don't be surprised. I say this again and again and again, but don't be surprised. Because they probably will. They probably will as little devils over there, but anyway, there should be no regrets. There should be no false pretenses with everything that's going on over here. You can see it. You can see it. The Silverstone win was supposed to happen, and then Spa, George Russell got disqualified, and oh shit, the lid got blown on Mercedes, giving George Russell the ace back, as it were. The lid got blown on that, so yeah, here we are. Here we are. And what a funny season it's been. The ace back crashes harder at that turn at Coates. Anyway, that should be the video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Peace.